Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. Tonight, as you see behind me, we're gonna be talking about something that has been giving me a headache on how to memorize. This is a function of a unit circle. So behind me here, we have a unit circle, right? So right now, we're gonna try to come up with a method of memorizing a unit circle, the easiest and simplest way. So right here, we're gonna start by feeding the unit circle with degrees. So from here is 0 degrees, right? Or 360 degrees. Here is 90. Here's 270. Here's 180 degrees. All these are degrees, right? So in between, you see this, the quarter portion of the unit circle, the difference is 90 degrees. So, but between here to this first quadrant is 60 degrees difference, and between this first quadrant to the second is 15 degrees. So basically it's 30 degrees here, and this is 45, and this is 60 degrees. So 90 plus 30 degrees, that's 120 degrees here, plus 15 degrees is 135, plus 15 is 140, 135 plus 10 is 145, plus 5, 150 degrees here. 150 plus 30 is 180. 180 plus 30 degrees is 210 degrees, plus 15 degrees is 225, plus 15 degrees here is 235, 240 degrees, plus 30 is 270. 270 plus 30 degrees is 300 degrees here, plus 15 is 315, plus 15 is 330. Sorry guys, I have poor handwriting. So now I'm gonna zoom it later for you to see, or let me just zoom it a little bit so you guys can see. This is our first quadrant, second quadrant, from here to here, from 90 to 180, from 180 to 270 to third, and the fourth is from 270 degrees to 360 degrees. So there's another way of representing the degrees. So 180 degrees is pi, right? So we're gonna say here is pi. 90 degrees is pi over 2. 360 degrees is 8 as 0 pi. 0 degrees is 8 as 0 pi, or 2 pi, because it's 2 times 180 degrees, and 180 degrees is pi, right? Because 360 degrees is 2 pi, right? 270 degrees is 3 over 2 pi. 3 pi over 2. 90 is pi over 2. What do we have for 30 degrees? The easiest way I'm always do, to feel this one is three, 6, 4. 3, 6, 4. 3, 6. Sorry, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be down here. It's 3 over 3 over 6 and over 4 over 3 over 6. Sorry, over 3 over 6 over 4. Right? That's the easiest way. And then it's gonna be pi on this first quadrant and pi. So 60 degrees is pi over 3. 45 degrees is pi over 6. 30 degrees is pi over, 45 degrees is pi over 6. Right? 364. Yep. 60 degrees is pi over 3, 45 degrees is pi over 6, and 30 degrees is pi over 4. Likewise, so here is what's going to happen next. 120 degrees, remember 45 was 60 degrees is double, right? So the always what I usually say is I just memorize is 2, 3, 5, and then pi. So 120 degrees is 2 pi over 3. 135 degrees is 3 pi over 6, and 5 pi over 4 is equals to 150 degrees, right? And 80 is pi. So if we come to the third quadrant, remember the procedure 463, right? 463 or 364, right? So here is this is the way I've memorized. I said 7, 5, 4, pi. So 180 degrees is pi. 210 degrees is 7 pi over 4. 225 degrees is 5 pi over 6, and 4 pi over 3 is 240 degrees. The fourth and the last quadrant. Alright. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Did I get it right? Oh, yes. 7, 5, 4. 7 pi, 5. Here is 5, 7, 11. Pi, and pi. So 300 degrees is 5 pi over 3, and 315 degrees is 7 pi over 6, and 330 degrees is 11 pi over 4. Right? The next one is the coordinates. So this is a tricky one. Once you get the first quadrants of the coordinate, it's way easier for you to get the second and third and the fourth quadrant. So take in mind, the first quadrant is 1 over 2. 60 is 1 over 2 all over root 3 over 2, right? Here. Let's put it in brackets. Brackets. Guys, it's really easy. I just found this last night that is really easy. I don't have to memorize, right? 0 degrees is always 1, 0. 1, 0. So the opposite, 180 degrees, the opposite of 0 degrees is the same, 1, 0. But what changes is the negative sign on 1. So it's going to be negative 1, 0. 0 or 360 degrees is 1, 0. 180 is negative 1, 0. 90 degrees is 0, 1. 0, 1 for 90 degrees. And it's gonna be inverted when it comes to 270 degrees. It's not gonna change the sign, but it's gonna change the positions. So it's gonna be 1, 0 instead of 90 is 0, 1, but 270 degrees is 1, 0, and there's a change in sign to negative. Did I say 1, 0? It's supposed to be 0, 1, and 90 degrees is supposed to, it's not gonna invert, but it's gonna change the sign. Just like that one, it's gonna be 0, 1, but 0, negative 1. So it basically it's the same as 90 degrees, but it's a change of sign on the one, XY coordinate on the Y coordinate. And then, so this is a tricky part, or the most complex part. 60 degrees I've always memorized as 1 over 2 root 3 over 2. But what, 45 degrees, 315 degrees, 225 degrees and 135 degrees, they're always constant, root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2 for x and y coordinates. So it's going to be root 2 over 2 and then root 2 over 2 for x and y coordinate. 30 degrees is going to be the opposite of 60 degrees. It was 1 over 2 root 3 over 2. It's going to be root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. That's it, guys. Once you get that one, you're done with the rest of the quadrants, right? So this one, I mean the third quadrant is going to be the opposite of the first quadrant, but the second quadrant is the same as the first quadrant, but with the change of sign on the x coordinate. So we're going to repeat as 1 over 2 and root 3 over 2, but it's going to be x coordinate is going to be negative sign because it's on the second quadrant. So it's going to be root 2 over 2 root 2 over 2, but x coordinate is going to be negative, so it's going to be negative root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. And the third quadrant, the 150 degrees is going to be root 3 over 2 1 over 2, but it's going to be negative root 3 over 2 because of, remember I said the x coordinate is going to change, right? So we come to already 180 degrees is negative 1 is in x coordinate and 0 in y coordinates. 210 degrees, now this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky or a little bit complex because it's going to change. So with the first quadrant, I said it's going to be totally opposite with the first quadrant, the third quadrant. So remember, it's 1 over 2 root 3 over 2, so it's going to be root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. But the signs, remember the sign is going to change, total signs will change, x and y. It was positive on the first quadrant, so it's going to be negative. All the signs will be negative on both x and y. So root 2 over 2, because it's always constant, for 225 degrees, but the signs will change. Negative root 2 over 2, negative root 2 over 2. And the 240 degrees is going to be 1 over 2 root 2, 1 over 2 root 3 over 2, but it's going to be negative. So 1 over 2, negative 1 over 2, and root 3 over 2, negative. Well, we're moving to 360 degrees. I mean 300 degrees, from 270 to 300 degrees. It's going to remain the same as the fourth quadrant will be the same as the third quadrant, but it only the y coordinate or the y axis is going to keep its sign as a negative, but the x coordinate will going to stay positive. We're going to be changed to positive from negative sign on the third quadrant. So it's going to be, the coordinates will be exactly the same as the third quadrant, but the y coordinate will keep, y coordinate will keep its sign, that's a negative sign, but the x coordinate will be changed to positive sign. So it's going to be root 3 for 330 degrees, root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. But 1 over 2, that's y coordinate, is going to be a negative sign, right? And then for 315 degrees is root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. And then for 300 degrees is going to be 1 over 2 root 3 over 2. But y coordinate will keep the negative sign and x coordinate will have the positive sign. And that's it, guys. You're done. You're done. That's your unit circle for today. I know it might be a little bit complicated for you to memorize on the first day, but it took me about 30 minutes or 40 minutes to memorize. I was driving, going to school, and I just thought about, let me come up with a way of memorizing this unit circle. And you can see I've just felt it from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. Thanks everyone for watching today's topic, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't have to miss the next videos that's going to be coming in the next coming weeks. And I'm sure that I've helped somebody who had some problem with all these unit circle. I mean, it's complicated, but it's easy if you take your time. It took me about 30 minutes while I was driving to school, and then I had to figure out how to come up with this unit circle, the fastest way of filling this unit circle. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Thank you.